'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
Welcome everybody. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, bringing you a brand new live stream. And today, Burrito Gang, we're hopping in some Battle of Dawn inside of server 42. We're going to be playing against M04 today. I'm not entirely sure which kingdom they're in, but it should be an absolute barn burner. Nando, thank you so much for the new follow on Twitch. Welcome to Burrito Gang, my friend. Happy to have you, my friend. And yeah, we are gonna chat about some things, talk about other things. Let me move over here real quick. That way we can keep our eyes on when the fight is, and then we can chat and talk and do all that kind of stuff. As we're waiting for the countdown right now, I think we are about 12 minutes. I need to turn the sound off on this. Unless y'all prefer the sound, or I can turn the music on, whichever one we want. So here's the deal. Let me fire up some music real quick, and then we'll chat about what to expect today. There are going to be a couple of different things today. So let me just get the music going first. I don't even know what music. This music's going hard though, bro. It's going hard. All right, all right, that should be good. Let me turn all this stuff off. Settings, setting, music. Weather. I had to re-download BlueStacks, so my stuff might have gotten messed up. Let me see. Off screen, I'm okay with all that. How's everybody doing today, fam? I missed y'all. I hope y'all are doing good, having a good week so far. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some Battle of Dawn, and then a couple of things that we're gonna be tweaking. I'm gonna look and see if there is a 1 UTC fight that I can watch party. If I can, then that's the plan. 42's MEE is for 11 UTC tomorrow for me. So we'll be streaming that, playing in that. And then 19, I'm gonna double check after we do Battle of Dawn. Auto adjust, yeah, no, we need to take that off. Power saving notification, take that off. Hold on, I gotta get this done before we hop in this thing. High FPS, anti-aliasing, vertical sync, high, post effects, super resolution. Okay, that's fine. Account characters, battlefield. Okay, the only other thing I need to check is this. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so I do need to adjust this. Super core, go to custom. We're gonna do 6. I don't wanna do it. Enhanced, high at 8. We'll do high performance, frame rate, enable high, that. Save changes. Let's restart it. Should help us with the fighting stuff. That's what I had to tweak the last time. All right, let me see. Let's get into. All right, let me see. Hey, Lizard, good to see you, brother. I didn't see your message for right now. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing, bud? All right, let's get this cracking. V42, win versus K-pop 13, my team. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let me see. So this, I think, is new with the update. This didn't used to be there. This was a big complaint from us, was this. Oh, it's opening all that up again. That's fine. I don't really care. Trying to think of what I need to. Oh, I know what I need to do, chat. Give me 1 second. I need to turn off Discord voice. Audience mix. There. And I'll hop in the Discord here in a little bit. All right, 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, V has a super stack team. Team versus Ray team. Oh man, I bet. What was the Salah? What was the power, like the matchmaking power? It has to be stacked, bro. Hello. Just want to say hi, and I'm gonna mute up, but I'll be here. All right, boys. K-pop, what was y'all's matchmaking? I bet y'all. Let me see what ours was. What ours is. Okay, the wrong one. So what we use is the BlueStacks, and then we connect the PC to a capture card, and then from there you can just pull it in through OBS and stream it. Nah. If you have a PC, or even if you don't, if you have a phone, you can do it too. I don't think you're watching the stream, but there's a dongle that I can use for my iPad. It is like the Apple dongle, and then you just connect it, this part, like you would for your iPhone. You connect it to your iPhone, and then this little HDMI connects to the capture card, and then you just pull it in. It's like 2 pieces of equipment, and then you're good. I always tell all the big whales, like when we were playing Rock and stuff, I was like, if you're already gonna spend money, use it as tax write-offs and just make a channel. That's why Baba, I don't know if most of y'all played Rock, but that's why Baba, when I helped him launch his channel, he's a massive spender too. I was just like, brother, just literally make because he already ran businesses, and it's just like, it's launching it and all the spends and shit he would write off. So it was like, it made sense. But yeah, no, it's, the Apple one is like $25. The capture card you can get for like 100 probably, and then yeah, it's nothing. And then from there you just connect and then set up a quick YouTube channel, which is free, and you're good. You're Gucci. Or you just record it and you can upload. It sounds like a lot, but it's like one of those, like, we do it for like 2 hours, and then everything's basically plug and play after that. Like, you're just, the days you want to just stream, it's literally just click your phone in, click go live, and you're good. Like, it's nothing crazy. The setup, if you have somebody just helping you along, guiding you along, it goes really quick. It's not that bad. Hey, you got the DMs, brother. You got the channel too. I'll help you. I've helped plenty. Yeah. Nah, if you have, I always prefer fighting on my M1 chip. Like, anything Apple M1 and newer is gonna be optimal because it uses CPU. So that's why BlueStacks suffers a lot, because a lot of people, when they go cheap on their computers, they're going cheap on the CPUs and then going really heavy on the GPU, which emulators use all your CPU, so it kind of shits the bed when you do that. So the iPads and the iPhones tend to do really well because the CPUs are really strong, so you don't suffer through lag and all that. I just don't like it in streaming because the crop ratio is all weird, but it is what it is. And I have y'all muted, Malbec, so you're good, brother. That way, if y'all need to chat. Okay. Yeah, I got in chat that V42's big team got matched against V13's big team, and V1, so that was a nice little bump right there. I'm not sure. Well, it was Canada's team versus Ray's team, so it was probably their 2 biggest teams, I would assume. Hmm. 42, yeah, V42. Ray's team went out against them. All right, minute 40. All right, I'm gonna mute up, but if y'all need me, just say it in the comms, and I'll follow the comms based on that. Oh no, I'm just saying in here. I'm gonna have y'all on. I'm just gonna mute myself, that way if I'm chatting with chat, then y'all don't have to hear it. All right, boys. Hopefully this is a good match. We made some tweaks to the team composition from last time, so that this time y'all should see 30v30. So now we have a team of 30 and we're not doing 20 versus 30. So hopefully we'll see. I think we have one of the bigger matchups this week from S42 or L42's team. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here's our Legion. I'll show y'all. All right. When I built Cyrus, so the thing that I ran into Cyrus, so for me, this is where I'm coming from, right? And I know a lot of people are going to ask, it's not because I don't think Cyrus isn't good. My thing is, when people were saying to focus on one troop type, my focus went for Cav. And so that's the reason why for me, Tamir is better for my situation. It has nothing to do whether I think Cyrus is good or not. I think Cyrus is great. The problem is, if I have a 5-star Cyrus and then a 1-star Boudica and a 1-star, like, it makes no difference if I have a 5-star Cyrus at that point. It becomes so trash. So I kind of took the lesser of two evils, and Tamir's been really good. But at some point I have him unlocked and I'm going to work on Cyrus. It was just kind of a priority thing for me, where I know for a fact that Lubu is one of the very few heroes that lasts into deep endgame, to late endgame, and others don't. So it was just a priority thing for me. I'm not a mass spender in AOEM, so for me it's prioritizing what's going to benefit me the most, kind of deal. Okay, so Malbec, that's where I'm not gonna get super detailed, but that's where our team's gonna be going. Okay, gotcha. Mhm. Okay. Perfect. All right, let me see. Which server? So server 42 is the one I'm in. And then we're competing, I believe, against 4. Made it on time. Dextro, good to see you, my homie. Good to see you, Dextro. How you been, brother? I've been good, man. I've been good. We're gonna do a little bit of Battle of Dawn, and then from there we'll probably chat about what the game plan is gonna be. We're gonna look around and see if we can do any watch parties tonight, and then we will figure it out from there. All right, boys, I might be a little bit more quiet playing this, but if y'all have questions, feel free to hit me up, put it in the chat, and then I'll answer as many as I can when I see them. Nice. There we go. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Shanara. Vamos tequila. Oh, shoot. Oh, shit. Bro is seriously playing. I'm trying not to be. I love these kinds of game modes. These are the game modes that will suck me in. They suck me dry, brother. They suck me dry. I don't like losing. I'm very competitive in that sense. Where I really don't like losing. It bothers me. But in a pay to win game, it's always kind of rough. Yeah, I saw you seriously looking. Yeah, I have chat off to my right, and so it makes it a little bit. I'm just gonna go in here. We just gotta clear them out. And yeah, it's usually like during KVK. Like I have it muted right now, but I'm also like I'm absolute dog shit at multitasking. You can ask my wife. And I have voice chat in my headset, and then I'm trying to read chat, and then I'm trying to play. So like my sus ass is very like it's very hard for me to multitask. So a lot of the times that's why streaming with voice chat is a little bit harder for me, but it is what it is. Like I ain't worried about it. We had S4 as well. Was tough. Yeah. Middle now. There. So we have the way that they have the team split up. Shanara, they have the strat. Malbec came up with it. Or I think we're using part of somebody else's. I don't really know, to be honest with you. So we have different teams, different squads this time. I'll bring him back. He's gonna come back. That way they'll kill him off and I'll be ready for the rotation. Yeah, I'm not on the middle team. That's the only reason I'm not going middle. No, you're fine. Fine. Go ahead, record this one. We'll have fresh troops. They're starting to come towards solar right now, over the top. The fuck is using Josephine? Who the shit? I got the skill. I think I'm gonna save it for the relic's about to pop, so I'm gonna save it for now. Yeah, mob. We got the team that's in mid right now. So team's running in mid. We got Kobe. They got designated players. Montclair is in there as well. They're gonna start fighting for all that, and then we'll figure out what we can do over here. I'm gonna try to clear out this, and then we'll work our way down. Yeah, I'm gonna get cleared out. We did some good work right there. I'll probably die right off of this one. Hopefully we can clear this guy out together. Let's see. It's not bad. Ooh, I might. Oh, will I make it? I think so. I don't see a service. There you go. It's a nice plane. It's a nice clear. I'm happy with that. We didn't die, which is good, I guess. It's promising. I was getting my shorts eaten before, so I get the Lubu's doing a lot better now. I was able to get my second Kiro on the Lubu March 80'd out on the equipment this past week. And so now all I need is Attila to work on. I think he's 60 right now, so we'll try to 80 him out as soon as we can. And then we'll probably move on to Sword, I think. I think we're going to move on to Sword and try to start 80ing those out. Don't forget guiding point. What is guiding? Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I forgot about that. Good to see we finally have a lot of players. Yeah, that's honestly, that's what I'm happy about. Like, I didn't want it to come off as as complaining, right? And I know some people think it's complaining, but it's a mode that is meant to be competitive. And I just felt like we were tying our hands behind our back before, especially during this time slot. This time slot isn't like a freebie time slot. 19 UTC, you're going to get all the US teams. So you're not going to get 20 of 20 teams when we start getting to big teams. You know what I mean? We're going to get they're going to get their best team at 19 UTC. So playing handicapped just never played very fun. We're going to die here, but it's okay. It's going to reset at the same time. Normally I don't want to hit Cyrus, but I don't really care. There you go. It stops him. Yeah, I don't think... Did I get the walk with the relic stuff? I should die with the Cyrus. Did I get the walk? Good damage to enemy troops. Participate in the relic contest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't hit him with the skills. I forgot to use it. Hopefully we'll get that. It's like... It doesn't feel as bad as it's been feeling. So progressively, I think as I'm getting the equipment better, it's the march better, it's feeling a lot better. And with Tamir, it's feeling even better. I know a lot of people are like, why did you go Tamir and not Cyrus? It's because I just don't have good pike to go with Cyrus. So even if I 5-starred Cyrus, I would have nothing to go with him. So then I'm like running a 5-1-1 march with Cyrus, which to me, I invested a bunch into Lubu, so it only made sense in my case to invest in the Lubu march. And then we'll have it as kind of there. All right, now what I like doing is I like poking here for visibility, and I'll leave my Lubu on the field, and then it gives me more field of vision. So that way I can kind of see over here. And we'll be there, and then I'll chase with Lubu. When does that thing pop again? It pops. I don't see when it's popping. Question mark? This will come over here. For now. I don't see... Oh, tournament. Somebody's... Oh, never mind. Hold on. Let's pull back. Oh, I don't remember if this guy's strong or not. Well, it looks everything is fine. We have to talk with Lady now. Have fun. Hey, no worries. I appreciate you stopping in the stream, big homie. All right, just stay here because I feel like they are. Yeah. Give me that Mulan. There you go. That Mulan should disappear pretty quick. Oh my god. What the hell? Nice. I think there was still one here, and I gotta use my skill, so. Pop my skill, see if we can get it done. Not entirely sure we're gonna get it, but maybe we will. Oh, they're all dead. Yep. We cleared them out. We did pretty good clearing them out. I'll take that. I don't know if we got the chain thing and we didn't get the escort right. Okay, so we need 1 second for the escort. Okay. So once we spawn, hopefully we can grab it. I'll just run with them and we should be able to get it. Probably gonna miss this one, chat. Alright. I think we missed it. Dang it, bro. Oof. It's alright. I'll just kill him off. I'm not really worried. Dang it. Thought I was gonna kill him off, bro. Let's just yeet him over there. Selecting on this drives me nuts, fam. When you have to select by structures, it looks wild, man. You're like clicking, clicking, clicking. All right, that's a GG's, boys. It's a GG's. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. All right, so I just wanted to make sure we got the 100K. The 100K. I have enough time to pop the skill one more time, boys. One more time.
What I would do for you. What I would do for you.
Two, one, GG's, boys. GG's. There you go. See it? I would say the only suggestion and feedback I would give is we had a player topside Malbec that was using Josephine, and if they're going to use Josephine, we probably should switch them to the other squad, the one that's kind of running around sneaking. That way, it's not wasted troops. I think it was Blue that was running with Josephine, so that would probably be the only tweak I would do. All right, boys. GG's. See y'all later, I think. Probably. Tequila. Nah, it's going to be 5 a.m. when we have our thing, bro. I don't know about tequila at 5 a.m. I'm already going to struggle getting into that inflatable chicken already. All right, boys. Y'all have a good one. Later. All right. Let me see. Okay, so we were able to get a dub. A fat dub. Did I miss anything? QQ, we just did our quick little Battle of Dawn return of the chicken costume. Hey, I told you I was going to be a wartime favorite. So if y'all are interested in it, definitely come. We'll be here for the 11 UTC fight for 42. Dang, look at what? I made the leaderboard. Say what? I don't even know. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Look at that guy. My guy right there. Is my guy. And then DeLang. I think DeLang's in the other 19 UTC team, though. I'm probably at, what, like 60, 50, 60, somewhere around there. The second march is what holds me back. Yeah, 50, 53. The second march is what kills me, but it is what it is. I'll tell you, that was an easy 50 compared to what I'm used to trying to have to push to get. That Montclair is out there just absolutely farming people in the middle, brother. That's a tough hit right there. And then Kobe, the team was pretty stacked this week. I was excited. It was a good team. It was a great team comp. All right, let me get... Oh, Battle of Dawn, we don't get stuff, right? It's just random rewards. Okay, so let's talk about what's the plan? Okay, so the plan is I do want to do oh no, I don't want to fight. I need to figure out what we can watch party and not watch party today. Okay, so let me see. Let me bring up a Discord real quick. Discord, I have it pinned in the AOEM chat. Let me see. There's all the listings. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna update some of these real quick. So we're gonna flip around and see. I know ours is 11 UTC, so let me jump and update our thing real quick. 1142, 11 UTC. Okay, let's go to Kingdom 2. I don't know who's who. If y'all know specific ones, let me know. I'm looking for something to watch party at 1 UTC and 19, and whichever that has the best options. I believe 9 is going to be at 19 UTC, which I know for a fact I have a 9 account, and 9 versus 27. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be the most competitive, but at least it's two big empires. So that's always interesting to watch. Return of the chicken. Do rock KVK streams. So QQ, I don't say this because it's in the official Discord, but in ours, so here's the general plan, right? And I haven't actually full-fledged thrown into this yet, but I'm kind of drip feeding in our Discord. If you're not on our Discord, I'll put the link in here. That's where we're putting all the announcements, all that kind of stuff. So for the longest time, I'll let you know how I built this channel. For the longest time, this channel was the hub for everything, right? Anytime I played a new game, it was there. Anytime I did, you know, anything, it was all on the same channel. I never separated. I never wanted to make multiple channels. I never wanted to do anything like that. After a lot of deliberation, the decision that I've kind of come with, now this is just conversation right now, right? I haven't finalized anything. I need to kind of make sure I strategize in a good way for it. I'm gonna start segmenting out a ton of stuff from the main channel and then starting to interconnect them. Okay, what do I mean by that? This channel right here is going to be the one that I use primarily, like 95%, 90% of it will be for AOEM. And then the other 5% will be when I do sponsored streams or anything where I'm gonna try out a new game. And I kind of just want to hang out with y'all and y'all to see it, because this one's gonna have the most visibility currently amongst all the other channels. Okay, what does that mean? There is gonna be a brand new gacha game. If you're used to gacha games like Rock, AOEM, all that kind of stuff, Call of Dragons, all that kind of stuff, there's a brand new gacha game that I am going to be testing out next month. I think it's going to be a big thing because it is a extremely large IP. And so my gut feeling and gut thought is it's going to be big. And so I want to be prepared to go with it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have kind of, teased it a little bit in our Discord. I haven't built anything out, which is why I haven't made a full-blown announcement. But there will be a big announcement, most likely towards the beginning or middle of next month, once I have all the ducks in a row. Destiny, if you don't know, if you haven't heard Destiny, I don't know, maybe you're under a rock, or maybe you just never played anything other than mobile games. But Destiny IP is coming to mobile. At the end of next month, they will be officially launching their mobile Destiny game that is a gacha game. From what I've been told and what I've seen, it does have cosmetics, it does have stuff like that, but you have the ability to grind them out, do all that kind of stuff. They have clan areas where you can customize according to clans and partners and all that kind of stuff, and players in your clan. So I am going to be doing probably a launch day stream, and getting as many of y'all, if y'all play Destiny, FPS shooters, that kind of stuff, and enjoy it, come and hang out. Definitely get on our Discord, because I will be making a announcement there. And then the likelihood is the initial launch stream will be on this channel, but I am going to be making a Bulbaritos Destiny Rising official YouTube channel, which then I will be doing all the videos and clips and all that kind of stuff will be housed on that channel. And then I'll associate it inside of the Discord for those associated gaming channels. Okay. That is one thing. Okay. Now I want y'all to imagine that on a larger scale, and that is my ultimate plan. So instead of housing everything on Bulbaritos, this official channel, I'm going to start segmenting it off, but having launch days type stuff. And like if we play Moko, like for a new highlight for an event, I'll play it there, but then I would have a Moko channel, right? Or if I play Destiny Rising, I will do the launch stream here and then drive everybody to that YouTube channel, which then I would be making my Destiny Rising shorts, my Destiny content. All that Destiny content will be housed on the Bulbaritos Destiny Rising channel. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then to kind of bring it back, I know people have brought this before. So this is my compromise for y'all, for those rock lovers out there that want me to constantly keep going to Rise of Kingdoms. That is where this compromise comes in. The compromise is going to be officially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a brand new Bulbaritos Rise of Kingdoms channel, and then I am going to start ripping them from this channel and cutting them into videos and then scheduling them out. So my plan is this: I've done over 600 Osiris League casts in the past for Rise of Kingdoms, which is probably the largest repository of Osiris League content across all content creators. And I have no doubt in my mind that I've done the most Osiris League content out of any creator in Rise of Kingdoms, even to this day, and I haven't done it for 2 years. I was close to 700, I think it was like high 600s, the amount of casts. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make it basically a glorified archive channel for the Osiris League content. So I will cut what the old live streams used to be and cut them down into videos just of the cast, and then I will make it a history of it. So it will be season 4, right? We'll have its own playlist, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday I'll release one match, and then I will progressively build that archive of all the things from season 4 to season 7, I think is where we were, which should be almost 600 pieces of video coming to that channel. What that allows me the opportunity to do, right? And this is the thing, right? Is I will then be producing all those videos. But if I ever do want to go do a live stream, now I have a dedicated channel specifically for Rise of Kingdoms. I'm still going to have content rolling, and I may not do a ton of live streams, but you will see content rolling out. And then inside of the Discord, I will put a content channel specifically for Rise of Kingdoms content. Okay. So the Discord is going to get shuffled just slightly. For those of y'all that remember seeing the alerts, remember how you signed up for alerts and stuff? If you wanted to get alerted, I will most likely make a new onboarding section that will be what games would you like to be alerted for content wise, and then I'll have Rise of Kingdoms alerts, AOEM alerts, Destiny Rising alerts, and then each one of those will have its own content channel for specifically underneath that category, if that makes sense. So y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think about that. It is going to be a little bit of work, but I feel like it gives me that opportunity to kind of have multiple channels dedicated specifically for a game. And then that way, whenever I pop out new content, it's stuff that if you are subscribed to that channel, you were seeing just that content. So it is very similar to if you've ever seen Echo, where he has Diablo Immortals, and then he has Moko, and then he has his there's a lot of creators that do that enjoy playing different games that are going to do that. There is another game that's coming next year. I don't even want to dive too deep into it because it's next year. I don't know when either. They haven't released a date, but I already know that Mrs. Bulba has specifically said, I want to play that. And when Mrs. Bulba says that, usually we play it together, we play with community, do all that kind of stuff, which is extremely exciting for me. And the game is called Animo. So Aniimo. Think of it like a blend of Pokemon and what was the other game that was like the Pokemon copy? I can't remember the name of it, but it was a more recent one. But think of it like the love child between those two with a bunch of cute Pokemon. We'll just call them Pokemon because I don't want to call them characters, but you can actually transform into those characters. So like if one of the Pokemon is a turtle, right? You can transform into the turtle and swim in the water. Or you can transform into this falcon and fly through the map. Like there's little stuff like that. Pal World. Yes, there you go. There you go. It's called Animo, Aniimo. It's coming out next year, so don't get extremely excited, but I have a feeling that we'll end up doing a lot of that content as well, because it is very cute and my wife wants to play and that kind of stuff. So it just opens up a lot of opportunity for doing stuff like this. It also gives me that cure for the itch that I'm having, because right now, for those of y'all that don't know, I struggle right now not making clickbait content for AOEM right now. And the reason I struggle with it is because the things that I am most excited about with AOEM are what come the least in this game. And so I'm finding it hard to do multiple streams in a week for a game when I don't have anything to do. And so that's the ultimate. I don't want to kill my channel in an effort to grow a game. And so the way that I'm working it around is using that strategy that we just talked about, right? So if there's like, for example, for Rock Watchers, right, the 1960 versus 93 KVK, I might have hopped on a stream and done a live stream with that. But it would be on the Bulbaritos Rock channel. It wouldn't be on Bulbaritos. Or if I play Destiny Rising and I'm enjoying running through dungeons with y'all, maybe we'll just do a dungeon run stream and it's just me running with the clan, doing clan updates and doing that kind of stuff. And then I will have plenty of opportunity to engage with y'all, have live streams with y'all, and they're all coordinated and connected. Let me see. Return of the Chicken? Hell yeah. I meant Rock KVK watch party streams. I forgot to say that, but I want to hear this now. Yeah. What do y'all think about that, chat? I honestly want to hear what y'all's opinion is. My wife is her biggest worry, and I'll let y'all know this, right? And I'm usually very transparent with y'all. The worry that she has is that there's too many baskets to fill. And so what she's worried is there's 4 channels, right? How am I going to create content for 4 different channels? Okay. Which is an understandable thing. My pushback is this. I don't want to continue to grow the Bulbaritos and then say I go and play Fortnite for 2 streams. I lose all the progress on the channel that I previously made from doing all the AOEM content. That's my biggest worry with the channel, is that instead of it progressing like this, it's doing this constantly. And so then at that point, right, it's going like this. We're not growing. And so I feel like this is going to solve that, because then when you come here, you know what to expect. When you go to that channel, you know what to expect. It creates expectations for what the channel is going to provide. It is a lot more work, and it may mean that I'm doing less content overall across them instead of having one channel. But I definitely can tell you I can't do that much content on AOEM as it is right now. And that's my biggest worry. Destiny channel, yeah. Destiny mobile loading next on the channel. Hype. So Dextro, what will end up happening is that, like I was talking about, I will do the initial launch stream here on this channel. We will go out to the Discord. It will do all that thing. It will do like a launch day playthrough kind of deal, like the way that most gamers will do. And then from there, I will have the pop-ups coming in for Destiny Rising, the new YouTube channel. And then moving forward, then all the shorts, the live streams, all the stuff will be going into that channel. And then we'll start trying to grow that one. Let's go. Definitely do clips. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Bulba got a haircut. Yeah. Look, let me see. Can you see it? Let me see. Let me see. Can you see the hair? The hairs of the cuts. Hold on. It's short right now, and I had the headset. But yeah, usually I get haircuts right before vacation, and then a little beard clean, just a slight beard clean. It makes me look less hobo. Makes me look less hobo. And then the wife's getting her haircut on Tuesday, I think. Let me see. Power of Boba. The Lubu trim. Hell yeah, brother. You can do a lot of stuff with Destiny, not gonna lie. Yeah, so Destiny, I will let y'all know. I don't know if we still have them there. I think we have them on the Discord still. I did them for the original Destiny. Let me see. It would be under web content, I think, under here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me save this. Let me save that. I think it would be under web content, or did I remove it? I think I removed it. So before it was in the old server. I had Destiny content, and it was like how to find this gun, right? This weapon, and it had like the map with the ping point. I would make a video on it. Boom, there you go, and that was it, right? It was just a short clip. Zoom in on the map, shows you where it's at. Go through, run through, bing, 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 boom, boom. There you go, new weapon. And then I would do pieces of content like that over and over and over and over and over again. It's like, you know, it was just easy to produce content, right? Right now, that is what I'm struggling with the most on AOEM, right? Outside of War Day content, which I thoroughly enjoy, and y'all know that as well as I do, right? Maybe we don't get as many eyeballs live on the content, but we still get good traction after the live stream is over, which I don't mind, right? I know that some people are either fighting at the time or whatever it is, they're on Sig's stream or Sneaky's stream, but they come and support afterwards. It's all love, baby. At the end of the day, the way that I see it is, as long as you're supporting your fellow content creators and doing all that kind of stuff, it's not a cycle. The ecosystem, there you go. The ecosystem is growing, and that's ultimately all the CCs care about, right? We might bitch and moan, but we are bitching and moaning because we want the game to not die, right? Every time you hear me complain, it's a valid complaint that I back up with statistics, and I usually back up with visuals to display like this is a problem kind of deal. But you know, some things will get fixed, some things don't. I'm happy to see that the Sneaky's suggestion got implemented. That was a dub right there. Let me see. I'm looking forward to Destiny Rising a lot. I think it would be fun playing raids and dungeons with the boys. See, that's what I'm saying, Lizard. And then what I saw is that you will have the ability to have a clan zone, right? If you played normal Destiny, the original Destiny, there was a clan feature, but there really wasn't an area, right? It was just like, oh, do this, run a dungeon with your friends, and you just party up and run a dungeon and you would earn score. It is going to have a clan area that you and your clan members can load into, and when you're making purchases and doing all that kind of shit, you can add cosmetics into the clan area and really customize it. It's a social hub area. Exactly. Very cool. I like the idea. I don't know how detailed it's gonna be, but just having a social area for us is really cool. You can link up, send friend requests, do all that kind of shit. I think it's gonna be dope, right? You can do raids and dungeons and all that kind of shit, and just hang out and be social. Or if you want to run some PvP or whatever it is, you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be fire. So the only thing that I'm expecting, right? I'm not expecting it to run like D2. Don't get me wrong. D2 was hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't know if y'all remember this, right? If you're a D2 watcher, and I'll keep looking through these as we chat. If y'all are original D2 people, right? There was a moment in history when originally, y'all remember when Microsoft and Destiny, or Bungie, right? Microsoft owned Bungie, and then Bungie separated. There was a separation between the two, right? After that separation, they then linked up with Sony, right? And they got funded for $100 million for the partnership. Okay. That partnership was established through a company called NetEase. It is a publishing company, is a dev company. Think of it like that. NetEase. That is the company. So that $100 million buy-in into Bungie is what you are going to be seeing. A big portion of that was going in towards NetEase being able to launch a mobile Destiny IP game. And that is what this is going to be. So hopefully that kind of breaks the mystification. All right, let me see. So 2 versus 24. Look, oh my God, dude. What's the reserve times for this? 2. So they're 2 different times, fam. All right, well, we'll have to keep our eyes closer on this because I don't know if this one's 19 UTC. This one could be a nice one too. 2 versus 24. All right, so I'll just put a maybe on this one. Hold on. 11 or 19 UTC. Close points. I'll just put that for right now. NetEase making moves in 2025. Yeah. And that's so that kind of gives a backstory on what it was. So it is targeted at the Destiny IP. The story behind it, if you're into Destiny type stuff, is this storyline and lore is going to run ahead of D1, but parallel to it. So you will see a couple of characters that you're going to play at. If you remember Akora, you will actually be able to play as Akora in here, right? They went a different route than Destiny 2. In Destiny 2, it was you are the player, you get to choose your supers, you get to choose this, you get to choose that, you get to do, and it is one thing, right? In Destiny Rising, you are choosing a character, right? And that character then specializes in certain things, right? They may specialize in hand cannons. This person will specialize in assault rifles. This character will specialize in this specific super. This one will this specific. So you can really pick and choose like what you want, right? If you want Ikora does this ability, specializes in these weapons and these abilities. And then you build all that up. And then that's where the gacha comes in, right? You start leveling up your skills, you start leveling up your gear, you start leveling up your hero, like that's where it starts building up. So think of it like a crossover of heroes where you're just wherever you want to focus is where you go in and then you start building it up. I love the concept. I love that concept because it allows you the opportunity to have a vein of where you want to go. The only downside that I've ever seen to those style of games is they don't cross over everything, right? So I don't like if you love this super, but you want the assault rifle and it doesn't have that super, you can't cross that over, right? That's the only thing, the only downside. But I'll be honest with you, it doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't bother me that much where it'd be a detriment, right? But it's one of those. I hope y'all can appreciate like the extra work I'm gonna have to put in and do all that kind of stuff. If y'all have thoughts about what I was talking about, put them in the community chat. I'd love to hear them, or put them in here and we can chat about it. But yeah, it's one of those. It's just something that's been going on in my head because I enjoy playing variety games. But I see after so much time of trial and error and testing and all that, I've learned that I don't enjoy spending all this time and energy and effort to build something, to play another game for a couple of streams, and then it just absolutely tanks. And then I'm having to redo the same thing. So I'm constantly going up the same hill over and over and over again. So this should hopefully resolve that. All right, let me see. 19. Okay, so this one's over. 19 verse 8. 19 is 19 UTC. All right. So this one is 19 UTC. All right. See if we can get some more. If y'all know of any other ones, chat, I do have the message pinned in the comments. Just let me know and I will update the list as I see them. 21. I don't think 21 has a good match this week. Were they against 58? Ugh. I don't think that's going to be any good, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let me see. Jesus Christ, so many screens. 21. Okay, so they're winning, I'm guessing 19 UTC? 11? Okay, so they're 11. 21 versus 58. 19 UTC. I've already put 42s in. 24 was against 2, so that one we don't need to look at. 64. If there's going to be a kingdom that I know I have that's 1 UTC, if it is, it would be this one. So let's see. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping that there's a 1 UTC because then we can have some drinks and chill and have some fun, have a stream. But I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Jesus Christ. 64, 12, 6. Okay, so they are winning that. Please be one. Yes, 1 UTC. Nice. We got something to stream tonight. You hear that, Steve? Where you at, Steve? We got something to stream tonight. I hope they're going to fight. If they don't, then it's just going to be kind of chalk, but I don't really care, to be honest with you. 1 UTC. Okay, so this was 23. Alright, so we do have something. Steve the Pirate. Steve the Pirate, let's go. Purple. How's it going, big homie? I know you missed the... have you been here the whole time or did you miss it? I talked a little bit about what the plans are moving forward with the channel and stuff like that. Let me see. 9. I don't think 9. Pretty sure 9 is winning this one. I'm getting all the times together for the stuff that I can watch party. Good video to watch on break. Hey, I appreciate you, big homie. So ultimately the plan is Purple. I don't really know if you know Echo Gaming. You might know Echo. I don't really know. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Mightiest Empire 9. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Ooh, Echo. Okay, so Echo is a bigger. If you don't know who he is, it doesn't really make a difference. Basically, the conversation that we had earlier is what I'm planning on doing with the channel. And so I know with like other creators, what they'll do is they have, like in my case, right, Bulbaritos, and then they will have a YouTube channel, Bulbaritos - Rise of Kingdoms, right? And then a YouTube channel, Bulbaritos - Fortnite, Bulbaritos - League of Legends, whatever it is. And then they will kind of intermingle. Like they'll just have it as like the different ones and then they're going to do that. So that's what I'm ultimately going to be doing. Most likely in the future, probably towards the middle of next month. We have a new game coming out at the end of the month. I know we already talked about this. Purple is Destiny Rising. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the launch stream on this channel. And then I'm going to build that YouTube out, and then I'm going to pump that link, the whole stream, to send people to that channel. And then moving forward, then we'll build all our shorts, all that kind of stuff on that channel. And then on the Discord, I'm going to have notifications set up as on the onboarding, like what games would you like to be notified of? And then it will be like Rise of Kingdoms, Destiny Rising, that kind of stuff. And then I will have the content channels under each category in the Discord. That way, whichever games y'all want to be notified about, y'all can get notified about. And it's not just a general notification. So that's the ultimate, the gist, the idea of it. It's a lot more work, but it allows me the opportunity to not muddy the water as much anymore. Let me see, let's go. 7 verse 25 is on 19 UTC. Okay, cool. Hold on, let me write that. 19 UTC. Yeah, I have an account in 25 as well. I'll probably saves me something. You and Mrs. Bulba can hop on Wuthering Waves if you both into gacha and open world exploration. It's good filler. So Dextro, nah, I try not to get into too many gacha games, to be honest with you. The main reason I'm going for the Destiny one is because it's Destiny. Like if I go to like I was telling you, if I set up the Rock channel primarily is going to be filled with archive content that is going to build that channel. And then if I do want to do a watch party, then I'll do something, right? I don't know if I see myself in the foreseeable future playing hardcore in Rise of Kingdoms. And I'm being perfectly honest with y'all. But it allows me the opportunity, if people are like, this is going to be an insane fight, I would love to hang out with you, and we just do that, then it gives me a platform to go and just launch a live stream, have a watch party, and have some fun. Or if we want to do a Cyrus League cast, right, I can do the cast on that channel and not muddy up the AOEM channel, if that makes sense. Okay, so it gives me that availability. The Rock Challenge will bring back OG vibes. And we may do that, you know what I mean? Like, I have almost 700 Osiris League casts on this channel as of right now. So what I'm gonna do is cut all those down, upload them as videos. So I'll just do probably one every other day, and then I'll have it consistently rolling so that that channel has content. And then from there, then it will be that season 4 Osiris League video. Season 5 video, and then we'll start progressing through there. All right, let me see. Hold on real quick. I almost forgot. Before I forget, 9 versus 27, 19 UTC. Okay, so they're both 19. 19 UTC. You're gonna get very busy. Yeah. And that's the thing though right now. Right now, I told Mrs. Bulba that I lack the motivation to want to do anything because AOEM just doesn't have enough for me to do right now. It just doesn't, right? I want to watch party, but guess what? I can't get the tools that I need to be able to watch party, right? I can't, right? And I've asked for almost 9 months for the tools for me to be able to, if I want to go and watch server 40 versus server, who do I not have? 73. I can't do that because I don't have an account in 40 or in 73. I can't just put in the coordinates and spectate and have some fun with y'all and just highlight everything, right? I can't. In order for me to do that, I would have to build out bogus emails and multiple BlueStacks accounts and I'm just like, guys, it shouldn't be this fucking hard to make content for your game. Like, it should not. It should not. But it is. And so at that point, I was kind of like, you know what? It's going to be easier for me to make content for the games that want content to be made for than for me to bang my head to put in 175% effort for somebody who's giving me 5% of their effort. Does that make sense? I've always been the proponent, like, if a dev wants their game to grow and is doing what it takes to make the game grow, I'm there with you, right? If you were going to provide assets, I would love to show you on here. Legitimately, Supercell game launches, I have a web page with full assets. And I'm talking like everything from like animated emojis to PNGs to hero PNGs to background pictures to everything, right? So when I get stuff like this, look, hold on, where's it at? Where's my Moko one? Moko Live, right? I can't animate. There is actually a video one. Do I have the video? Dang, I think I got rid of that scene. There's an animated one where the character, do I have it done? But there you go. It's animated. It has this character is provided to us from the devs. I have the arrow to click. We get QR codes that will get updated, and then I can add a QR code in here, right? And it becomes a part of my overlay. I can't even get a PNG from them. I can't even get a PNG from the AOEM devs. We're at like day 114 of me asking for season 3 heroes. We got season 4 heroes before we got season 3 heroes. And it's just stuff like that. Like I'm not getting rid of AOEM because that's what this channel is going to be for, right? And launching and doing playthrough games on launch day, but it's going to be primarily AOEM content, right? But at the same token, I'm not going to force feed fake ass content to y'all because I need to make content for this channel. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to avoid. You can always tell where a game is in the life cycle based on what content the content creators are making, right? The moment you start seeing 15 tier list videos instantly launched over and over and over and over again, you know that the content is absolutely cooked, because those are like the filler content that you do when there's nothing going on. You do tier list, you do what we'd like to see fixed, you do is Rise of Kingdoms dying. You'll see all those content filler videos when there's nothing going on. That is just what happens. And so that's the issue that I'm running into. I don't want to do that. I've never enjoyed it. Could I farm some views on it? Yes. But I've never built this channel around farming views, right? I'm not going to ever claim to be the highest viewed CC, but I'm also not going to be the kind of guy that I could easily make a video, is Age of Empires Mobile dying, and farm more views than I'm probably going to get from almost any content piece I'm going to make right now. I get better views on this channel making meme content about AOEM than AOEM content. Let that sink in. All right, 19.5. Okay, so 14 is winning this. What time is 14? 11 UTC. All right, let's see. 11 UTC. All right. We do 25, 42. Okay. So that's what I have as of right now. I will. Too much pre-setup work. Oh, I'm not worried about it, Dextro. I do. So the thing that most people don't realize about me is I make all my shit, right? All the overlays, that overlay that you just saw, I made it. I animated it. I did all the build out for it. The only thing that I needed from them was the GIF part. And then I animated everything. I did the backgrounds. I did all the PSDs. I did all the stuff myself. So what I need base assets so that I can make that kind of stuff. So like if there is a background image, right, I can't go and just rip that unless it's on a website. If it's on a website, I can go and rip it. I can rip anything. Almost every asset that I have from AOEM, I've ripped from their website. I didn't get it from them. It took them almost 4 months to get us assets, and I went in on the website and ripped them all off. All the heroes and all that kind of shit so that I could do some of my stuff. That's a product making life easier for you to promote it. Something that AOEM is slow on, sadly. Yeah. And that's okay, right? What this opportunity will allow me to do is not have to wait on them, right? If AOEM wants to take 6 months to produce content, like to give us assets for us to be able to produce content, then it will be 6 months. And in those 6 months, what I'll do is then I will invest into, you know, adding in more rock content, adding in more Destiny Rising, adding in Clash of Clans, adding in more content for those that are going to be helping, right? That are going to making content for their game easier. And you are going to see that, even if the content creators currently aren't saying that, you are going to see that more and more. You are going to start seeing that more and more. Mr. Sneaky already doing playthroughs of other games. More games are coming down the line, I can tell you that, right? Talking with the homie. And he hasn't been, he's been transparent about that too, right? And that's just the way it's going to be. You saw Cigar playing the Civilizations. I got asked about that like in January, and I just at the time I was super busy with work and I didn't respond. And then by the time I responded, I was watching content on it, and it just wasn't for me, right? And y'all know me, I'm the type of creator that I'm not going to show something off that I'm not personally going to be invested in, right? Maybe that's a bad thing on my part, right? Because maybe I want to enjoy it, but y'all will enjoy it, and I should treat it more as like a game highlight, right? Which maybe I'll start doing, you know what I mean? But I knew for a fact that it isn't a game that I'm going to enjoy. I don't enjoy the tile fighting style games. I know there are players out there that do enjoy it. I'm just not the type. After coming from rock and AOEM and all those, I enjoy the open movement, the free movement. I just don't enjoy tile hitting. Like, I didn't enjoy, okay, I need to hit your tile, boom, boom. I might play it as what I classify as a poke game. And what I mean by poke is like you're sitting down having a beer at a bar and you just need something to poke to kill 10 minutes. That's a poke game for me, as a tile game. So I knew for a fact I wasn't going to play it. And so I didn't want to do a sponsored stream. And maybe in the future I will do them. And I'll just classify it as like a game highlight. That way, if those of y'all that do enjoy that, y'all enjoy it and then go from there. But I'll make sure it's known like it's a game highlight, not something that I'm going to dive into. Y'all will know that off the rip. If I call it a game highlight, it's something I'm not intending on playing. I'm just showing it as like a playthrough. And you'll see that with a lot of creators, right? You'll see Tim the Tatman plays Apex Legends Mobile, right? And he did a sponsored stream for it and then never touched it again. That will be what it becomes. No GE stream. So Dextro, here's the thing, right? What is enjoyable? I don't enjoy GE. I don't. I really don't. There's just for a PvP event that is 3 days long, it has less fighting than MEE in 1 hour. So like I can't even comfortably launch a GE stream with the easy assumption that there's gonna be content to show. That's the problem that I'm running into. Well, I would love to show GE content, but there's no reliable source of there are gonna be decent fights in this one, come stream it, right? It's just 5 big ass players loading in, zeroing people, and then it's done. I could have, at that point I should just make a video for 2 minutes and then call it a day, right? I don't need to stream that. Nitro, I know you're full of shit now, because I actually did a GE stream and I was bored out of my fucking mind. That's the problem. I've done multiple GE streams and got bored out of my mind, and I was just like, nah, I'm good, cuh. Like you know what it turned into? It turned into a Satesi watch party, which, don't get me wrong, Satesi's awesome. She's really nice, very nice, but I don't want to spend 4 hours following one player around. I just don't. I want to see big fights. I want to see something. You know what I mean? And there just isn't that. And we've already relayed that to them, and their patch notes are just absolutely atrocious. I'm just like, it is what it is. We always gonna binge what you cook up. I appreciate you, Dextro. That's premium gas right there, brother. I love it. GE is rough. Only physical content. Only physical content you get it in stream is Citadel hits, and that's a solid rally. Yeah, exactly, Nitro. True GE pops up so randomly. I spent 2 days looking for a fight in GE, is he? And that's the thing. It makes it so hard. Because here, you ready for it? The next creator event that they propose to us is a GEE content event. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm good. I don't give a shit that we're gonna get prizes, because when I think of GEE, I immediately want to quit AOEM. So I know for myself and my mental sake that I will refuse to make that content because I know what it would require of me to make that content. I would be bored out of my mind, fake as shit. It just would be bad. Like, y'all would see through me, and the thing that I have with me is I try to be as entertaining as possible and as real as possible, right? If you think I come off as fake, you haven't been here long enough, right? I keep it real. And so I make real content. I'm not making fluffer content. And making a GEE video for a contest would be making fluffer content for me. I would rather make a patch notes update video than make a GEE video right now. I lost 1.8 million troops in a GE for 12 million merits. Merits cool. I reached my 60 million goal, but truthfully, I lost 600,000 perma poof. Gone. Terrible event. And now update PvE point ruined the PvP side of it. So Nitro, this is what I would say about that, right? There needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance. You have to have a PvE aspect to it. Do I think it's a little OP? Yes, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that personally. Do I think it kills the PvP side of it? No. And the reason I say no is because people already didn't want to play in it before the update. Their solution was to help the event was to increase PvE contributions, which is not even the take that we gave them. That was not anywhere in the feedback. Maybe one or two farmers said, yeah, PvE sucks, right? But if they actually read the feedback, 98% of the feedback was about PvP issues, not PvE issues. Jesus Christ. And what did they do about PvP? Jack shit. Jack shit. Nothing. Nothing. So for me, it's still a washed event, because for me, I can just load in, do my farming, hunt my tribes for 3 days, and guess what? Max rewards. I didn't lose shit. I might lose some empire coins because I'm gonna have to shield, but I can just shield, farm, pull, farm, pull, farm, pull, tribe, and get 100 million points. You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna turn into. So they killed their event. We didn't kill the event. That's why I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. GE streamed some Kragan torturing an entire server. Nitro. Let me see. GE content rhymes with weekend camping. Oh, dude. I wish. Not a single field fight, by the way. Just me throwing a march at Karate. Oh, Lord. Oh, Karate. I remember Karate. I think he was on the official Discord, and Karate was like, I was fighting John just nonstop, and let me tell you, he's strong as shit. I was like, I told you he was strong as shit. It was so good. It was funny. It was just Karate just beating the shit out of John, and John beating the shit out of Karate. I was laughing. It was so good. Are you afraid of server 13? No, I'm not. Let me see. GE is more like clip and edit content, not live stream. Even clipping means hours of just recording to get lucky with some. Yeah, Dextro. And that's not worth it to me. That's not worth it to me. You know what I mean? That's time and energy and effort that I'm investing for a 1 minute clip. I would rather, you know, the funny part, Dextro, the meme clips that y'all see me making, right? The meme ones with Will Ferrell and Step Brothers and all that kind of shit. That took me a culmination of 2 minutes of effort combined. 2 minutes. I spent 2 minutes to make 5 reels that were memes that got me 5x the views of like 3 weeks worth of actual AOEM content. 2 minutes of effort. That's what I'm trying to say. It's laughable. Not a single field. Let me see. They increased hospital to 900k and 50% healing bonus. That doesn't fix the PvP though. Ali. It doesn't fix the reality that a Kraken can port right next to your hive, zero your entire alliance. And sure, you get 65% back, but at a certain point, right? 65% of zero is still zero. You're no longer growing your account. You are decreasing your account. And on top of that, you ready? Keep this in mind. On top of that, because migration goes on historical power, you will be paying for migration for the 70 million power account, even though you're constantly going down in GEE. Remember, it is historical power. It is not what you are right now. If you went into a GEE and we're at 78 million and got 0 to 40, you were still going to be paying for 70 million for migration. And so you're getting like double chorizo. You're just, yeah. You're getting double chorizo. You're getting cooked on the PvP side, and then you're getting cooked on the update side, because now with the update, with what it is, migration's still going to cost you what you were before. Got 115 million last GEE, just farming in tribes. Yeah. That Dextro, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Far from efficient to do meme content, or far more efficient to do meme content. At this point, that might be what I've become, Dextro. I'm not gonna lie. Memes for the win, exactly. 5 versus 44 is at 4 UTC. Okay, let me see, Dextro. Who is that? 5 and 44? I don't think I have any of those accounts in GG's. But I'll put it just in case somebody else does. I thought I had an account at 5, but that was the one MEE that I missed. True. One thing they need to rethink is how insane elephant camping is for Kragans. Contradicts the point of the PvP increase. You set a rally, you lose it. They just... Oh, Nitro, you didn't even... I didn't show what we did in 42. But brother, it was fun. It's fun. Basically, we turned the elephants and just absolutely baited the shit out of them. That's what it turned into. You want to know how we caught up in points? We hard camped the shit out of our opponents. They tried to do, the Trojan event. Guess what? They're getting absolutely fucking cooked while doing Trojan. You want to do the caravan event? You're getting absolutely anal blasted while trying to do the caravan event. You want to do elephants? Guess what? You're going to get absolutely blasted doing an elephant. You want to do, you want to do any event. You want to do Treasure Island, Love Island event. You're getting absolutely blasted doing that event. We blasted them. We made up like 200,000 score just on them not scoring in events. It was wild. Got absolute chorizo for almost 3 days straight. Getting absolutely fucking blasted. Well, you think about it, Dextro. They're doing Trojan because that scores for Stellar, right? So you technically want to be doing that. As individual scorers, you want to be doing Trojan, right? But we also know that you want to be doing Trojan also. So guess what? Get absolutely fucking blasted. Like, it's a big hill. All's fair in love and war. Exactly. I had a treasure hunt during the GE. I camped one march on each tile and blasted the shit out of We had I remember when I needed score, I loaded in and literally it was just like meow, meow, and it just absolutely just ganking people in the middle of treasure. Like, the best part is when you knew the tile was gonna run out, right? And everybody was just sitting there because they wanted the tile to run out, and then you absolutely just blast them right before the tile finishes, and then it doesn't finish because they're all dead. It's so good. It might be one of the best, most satisfying things is just watching that. It's like when you get the progress bar, like for an update, and it goes and then dies at 99%. and just absolutely just enrage Shadow Legends, brother. It's when you're the one that's doing it, is absolute fire. All right, so what do we have? 7 hours. What time is it? 3. Okay, so let me double check and see. I think we are good on those. I'm gonna save those for reset. These should be good on. I need. So the other thing I need to do is I need to set up marches. I need to set up my marches for tomorrow, or at least get them in the queue. And then if we use them, we use them. If we don't, then I'll just pull them out and then go from there. All right. Shit rewards. Very nice. All right, let me see. I think VIP we already bought, right? I've been trying to steadily update the account as much as I can. Got what we needed. Yeah, we got what we needed. There, we're good there. Make sure all these shops are clear before I start doing anything. The only thing that I might do is dude, I always forget to do arena, bros. I always forget to do it. Yeah, we'll do these. Let's see. Leave that alone. Merits. Stop these. Let's do these real quick. Let's see. They're cheap enough. We'll get these. I try getting all the base before because I absolutely drives me nuts when I do it and then get something and I have to redo what I've already done. At least this way I don't need to. So, oh, the other thing I didn't let y'all know on the updates. So the updates on the account. Let me just do this real quick. I'll show you the updates for the account since the last time. Since I didn't show it before we started Battle of Dawn. There are some nice, decent updates that I've done to the account. All right, let's get these, and then we're Gucci. All right. So, the last time that y'all saw the account, I was 37 million. I think it was the last time. 37 million. We are now at 40. So, what did we do to get there, and what's changed since the last time y'all have seen it? So the account what we've done on the account is we've officially pushed our second T7 through. That happened. I finalized that on Tuesday, I think it was, or whatever it was, the day before, whatever it was, to finish it so that I could cross everything over. So I've officially crossed over 2. So now we have Pike and Cav at T7s. I'm working on Sword as of right now. And then I have crossed over all Pike. Let's see, where's my Pike one? All Pike have been crossed over to T7. So I used the training day during MEE to cross them all over. So all of my Pike are now T7. Let's see. So they're all T7 now. I could just show you this. This is probably easier this way. Details. There you go. So the Pike are all T7, Cav all T7, and then we'll start working on Sword, and then from Sword, then we'll work on that. Then go from there. The other thing is we have a couple of extra facilities updated. I think we needed 900 for this one, right? 900, yeah. So hopefully we'll get that one maybe before the MEE, but I don't know if we will. And then I'll come and 5 out these whenever I can. I did something a little different and I focused on these because I wanted a bigger queue since the devs don't know how to make the normal queue bigger. So it is what it is. It put me back a little bit, but I don't really care, to be honest. That's diabolical. I will take notes. When UTC is like 7 a.m. for me, might go and get some sleep in. Hey, Dextro, do your thing, brother. We'll probably do that, though. I'll probably have a 1 UTC stream with 64. That's gonna be a good day in streams. Yeah, it'll be a nice little one, Dextro. I'm excited for it. We have one UTC. We'll have 42s at 11, and then I believe at 19 I'm gonna do the 9 versus 27. One UTC is 2 a.m. for me. No worries. We'll have another one at 11 and another one at 19, my friend. You can make an account review vid, blah, blah. So this is the issue that I have with those, Dextro. I get tired of the bitching and moaning, bro. I get tired of the bitching and moaning. It just gets annoying, right? Every fucking person has an opinion, and at that point, it annoys the shit out of me, right? Why do you, like, dude? It was funny. Okay, I shouldn't say it annoys me, right? It just gets, it's one of those, like, you're putting in effort to make something and then people just whatever, right? One guy legit left a comment asking me why I used a specific gem on a hero, and I'm pretty sure at that point it was like right before fighting and I just didn't want to have a gem slot empty and just click something and threw it in. But the homie left like a string of comments, and I'm just like, bro, get a fucking life. Like, Jesus Christ. At some point, I just gave him a thumbs up and just called it a day. I was just like, brother, I literally told him, I was like, I'm pretty sure it was it was just a quick thing. And it was like his world was rocked. And I was like, brother, you care way too much. Who gives a shit, right? If it's terrible, then find me on the field and punish me for it, right? I don't need to hear about it. I don't care. It's just, some people just go like, so if you do like account reviews, you just have to be prepared for that, right? You're going to get fried. And honestly, I don't give a shit that much to want to do account reviews. And then if I give an opinion, then people get butthurt about it. And it's like, bro, just calm down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that real. It's not that real. You have all T7 now? Hell no, Ali. Hell no. If you're level 20 expeditions, your daily should get that 900 easy. So I'm saving them because if I don't, then my stellar score, I won't be able to get the 40 that I need for exploration per day because of the timing. So once I get the 40, I save till reset, and then I pop them all at reset because it'll be before the 7 hours anyways. So I'm just timing them out right now. I already have the 40 explorations for today, and the timer on those are like 7 hours left, and reset is in 4. So then I'll pop them after reset. I get it. It's like the tech points use maybe 10, like, so what? Exactly, Nitro. Like at that point, it's like, I get it. But like, I'll give you an example, right? And I kind of laughed at it, but it also, like, it's one of my pet peeves. You can ask my wife. Have y'all heard that song? It literally says, I'm so sick of the hobos always asking for change. Y'all know the I'm so sick of the hobos always asking for, yeah, no, that's not, like, it drives me nuts on the official Discord when beggars start coming in because it isn't cute. Because it isn't cute, right? At first, if you just throw it in there, it's kind of funny, right? But the problem is it starts a vicious cycle of a bunch of beggars just coming in the chat, and it just floods the whole fucking community full of beggars, right? And then what made it worse is then we had a player come in. And it was one of the beggars, right? We'll call them beggars, right? Players that we call beggars. Shows his account has 37 red gems in it. I was like, fuck. And then states afterwards, but I'm still poor. And I'm like, bro, like, at that point, just shut the hell up. You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, I don't want to hear shit. You know what I mean? If you were poor, right, you should be begging for PayPal donations, not for, you know, not for EC. Send them the PayPal link and make your life better, not your in-game profile better. And that's the part for me when, as a person who had to grind their ass off, and I mean, like, people think poor is only for certain cultures. Poor is poor, period. I grew up eating bologna sandwiches and rice and beans every day for every single meal. We were poor. I lived with my grandma for 14 years, but you don't see me throwing that shit out, right? The deal is, right, if you want to change your life, then do what you need to do to change your life. Instead of sitting there saying this and that and this and that, instead of putting your energy and effort to making your life better. That is where I draw the line. When people say, I can't, I am poor. Okay, well, go get a fucking job. If you don't want to go get a job, YouTube some shit. Go flip some shit at a garage sale. Start an internet business. Become a social media content creator. It literally costs you no money. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to change your life, then do what you need to do to change your life. Don't use being poor as an excuse. We started my wife's business as college students, and we dove through a dumpster, and I shit you not, you might still have the picture. There was somebody who threw out like all their old clothes, right, in bags. And they were in bags. They were not like in the dumpster just there, right? They were in bags, but they yeeted like all their old school shit. And it was a bunch of Hollister, Abercrombie, American Eagle. It was just a bunch of shit. I put my fat ass in that dumpster the fastest I think I've ever done and yeeted those fucking bags out of there. And there was like 6 bags of clothes. And we started my wife's business on those clothes. We resold each and every one of those between $5 to $10 a shirt and instantly made our first like 2,000 or 3,000. I don't remember what it was, but she did all the work, put in all the legwork, and she flipped those dumpster clothes and launched her business that still runs to this day. When you want to change your life, you do what you need to do to change your life, right? She didn't know how to run a website. She didn't know how to make a website. She didn't know all that, but she knew I knew how. So then I helped her set up a website. We added products. We did all this stuff, and that became a revenue source for us. So don't ever, the only limitations on your life are the ones that you put on them. If you want to do something, if you want to better your situation, the internet is a wild place. You can literally click go live and make money. Who would have fucking thought, right? It's not that hard. Is it hard to grow? Sure, right? But it's not hard to put your phone on. You know, here I am today, day 500 of eating wings every single day, legitimately. There's people like just streaming what they're eating food wise, or doing reels, funny, chopped up, fucked up memes, and a whole channel full of memes making money. Like, brother, there's so much shit. Yeah, that chat is kind of a joke now. I get it. Some players are generous, but that chat should be for community help unless... And that's the thing though, right? Like, I love karate. Karate's really dope and shit, right? Then make a beggars chat, right? I don't want to see that in general chat. Because if it was just one message, I'd be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? But it turns into like 40 minutes of beggars and UIDs and gifts of UIDs. And it gets... I'm just at that point, I just shut it out. I'm just like, that shit's annoying. Certified bangers. As a free-to-play, I had to work my hind off to get 3-star Lubu March, 5.5 power. The guy says 37 red gems is poor. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. Bro has 1/4 of my red gems from just donations. Yeah, it's pretty wild, brother. It's pretty wild. I will do that challenge, day 500 of eating wings. Yeah, that guy, I think is on like day high 300s, close to 400s. He's on YouTube. You can literally, I think, what's his name? He just makes a bunch of, let me see. Eating wings. I forgot what his YouTube name is. Eating wings every day. You can literally just Google it. Let me see. What's this guy's name? Victor Pham, Pham. legitimately, he is like the wing guy. That is what people call him, the wing guy. Yeah. So that's what it is. Like, it's wild. It's wild times. But at the end of the day, right, if it's not against the rules and they're not gonna fix it, then hey, to each their own. Beg away. Beg away, my friends. I just know that probably what will end up happening is if it continues to go like that, then I'll just mute out that literally the whole Discord and only use it just to post videos and call it a day. And then the engagement I'll have with the community will just be in our Discord, which is honestly, which is what most CCs are already doing, because they get annoyed. I think I already have that too. I think I'm gonna save those. Let's see. That's why when a lot of people ask why the CCs don't go into the official Discord and chat with y'all, that's why. Because they get fucking annoyed. All right, we have those. Oh, I need to set up my marches real quick. I think we've already, did we pop all the boxes real quick? Let me see. That. Coins. I like coins. Boom. Boom. Save those. I guess I can pop these. I don't have very much because I needed to replenish all the resources. So I've been farming. All right, got those. Oh, that's what I need to do. Let me see what. Sorry, I was just here. Forging 3 days. I don't have very much. Training, I'm saving those. Building. Research 10 days. I don't think there's any tech or anything that I'm gonna push. I also made the decision, like, people were waiting. Like 42 is a well-oiled machine, but it's like me going from a small town to a big ass city, where certain things were easier previously. They're very difficult. When you have an active server, it's amazing, right? But you have a ton of people that contest, and I'm just like, at a certain point, I'm just like, I don't even care. I'm gonna push some research. Is it optimal? Hell no. But do I want to have to be in a queue with 25 people and then wait my turn in line? And bro, I ain't patient like that. I just ain't. I'm gonna crash. See you. Hey, Dextro, thank you. I appreciate you, brother. If y'all are enjoying the content, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. That is how we are judging what kind of content y'all want to see. So it means the world to us and helps us out with that YouTube algorithm. All right, let me see. Let's push this. We have 2 days. We have enough. That. Okay, so this needs to go to 3. But what I've been trying to do is each MEE rotation, I'm unlocking a new T7. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the speed ups to do all of it, but we'll see. I think I'll be able to push this one with, after all the helps, I think it'll put me under the 10 days. And so I can push that one. And then I'll start the third one. And then hopefully by time MEE wraps up and does all that, I'll be able to start the 3. And then I don't know if I'm gonna have enough speed ups to push this before the next MEE, but we'll see. We'll see on that one. All right, let's get these free. Good to go. Other updates I need to do. I can do a couple more golds, but it's not really going to help me. It's not really going to help me because I don't have the other stuff to level up the gear. I think I'm going to save these. Ooh, they changed these graphics. Did y'all notice that? Now they're very dark and pronounced. This looks like a mucky mark. A muck mark. Nitro, I have a KVK next weekend. Matchmaking isn't confirmed, but pretty sure it's 182. They're very active. I believe 300, 500 players, 4 alliances. It's just huge strength players. Will be fun. Hell yeah, the Nitro. See, and that's the kind of shit, like, I think in order for Sneaky to do those, he's having to make, like, separate fucking emails to make multiple accounts, which is just ridiculous. Right? I already gave them the solution. It's just a matter of if they're going to use it or not. All right, let me see. I don't think I can combine any more gear, but let's see. We'll double check real quick. Let me put the marches on. Let me set those real quick. All right, let's see. Here. Get our marches set just in case. This one will always be Lubu. And if we don't need them, we can always X out of them. Use confirm. X. All right, so we're good there. Next one is going to be sword. I just went blank. Oh, Trib. I think, right? I think it was Trib. Was it Trib that I was using? Did I just had a brain fart. Pretty sure it's Trib. Let me make sure I'm not having a brain fart, chat. Oh, it wasn't Trib. It was Yoda. There you go. Ooh, I almost had a brain fart there, chat. Auto save. This. Mulan. Mulan. Save. Last one is Richard Mansa. Firm. X. Last but not least, Josephine. You. All right, got all the marches. See. I think it's Trib. Yeah, Yoda works. Yeah, Trib I don't have very good, so I'm using Yoda because it's Yoda. I'm trying. So the issue that I'm running into is a lot of people talk about like what the best is, right? But when you're not a Kragan, it's not about what the best is. It's about what the best investment is. Right? And I think that's where the disconnection happens for a lot of players between like even mid spenders, high mid spenders, and low to free to play. It's not about who the best is. It's about who the best investment is over a long duration. Right? Right now, I'll give you an example. Right now, Lubu might not seem like the best investment to people because of Cyrus. But the reality is, one of the only heroes that ends and is still running in late endgame is Lubu. So as an investment, Lubu is still one of the best heroes to invest in, regardless of how good Cyrus is. Cyrus doesn't even make it into the late end game. He gets replaced. So that is the reason why, like, I try to say, like, I don't want to be fighting with the sky. Like, I'm not trying to punch at clouds. But once you get to a certain extent, right, if you have the money to spend, then spend on what is the best now, right? Because you were spending to be the best in the current meta. You aren't spending with the idea of this guy needs to survive for the next year in my lineup. you're playing as in like, I want to beat the shit out of this hero. I'm going to invest in it now so that I can invest in it. Yeah, I can do that. We'll do what I want to do. For me, that's why I went to Mirror, because I already have the investment and longevity into Lubu, and the partner like Attila is going to end up, whether Attila ends up in my Lubu March forever, whether he ends up in another March, he's still viable in multiple marches. So Attila becomes a viable option to continuously push. It is a longevity play, right? A Lubu longevity play. Guan, I can just feed, right? If I eventually get Guan to 5-star and Tamir stays at 3, I can then test to see which one's still going to be better for me. Or do I switch it out for Rani? Or do I leave Rani? Like, it becomes one of those things. Like, Rani is probably a good play, right? Because if you have good Mulan, you could technically move her there. You can move her on Cab. There's a lot of flexibility on her. And as a low spender or free to play, those are the only heroes that you should care about. The only ones. The ones that are going to transition season over season over season and still be viable. That is the hardest part. When a lot of people give advice, they say, get Cyrus now, right? But if next meta is swords, guess what? People are going to be crying that their Cyrus is getting absolutely donkey punched, which is the way that this works, right? But is it Cyrus going to last through the meta? And that is the thing, right? That is the thing. If he does, then invest in it, right? If you are a low spender free to play. If not, there are already proven and tried and true stuff that is going to last through the time, right? So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. And that's the hardest concept for a lot of spenders to really understand. And that's why, like, for 42, right? When I vocalize certain things, I'm like, hey, I'd love to see like a free to play, a mid spender, and then like a whale Kragan loadout. Because what's going to happen is you are going to see there are going to be huge drop offs between here and here. And then an even bigger drop off from here to here, right? What heroes can we get away with 1-starring or 3-starring, or does it absolutely have to be 5-star? That all changes how a player is going to play. That is also, I will tell you this, that is also why me as a content creator for AOEM, I do not make hero videos, right? It's not because I can't. It's because when you make a hero video, there is a certain level of, I don't want to say responsibility because it's not your problem, right? But you will inherently catch a lot of flack if you are wrong on certain things. And if I'm not going to invest in it, into really being able to provide data to support it, I don't even waste my time, right? Now, I will say this. If I say Cyrus is the greatest thing since sliced bread and a million people decide to go max out Cyrus and get their cheeks clapped, it's not my fault, right? If I provided you enough data and enough insight into my workings of what I felt, and it proves to be wrong in the end, I don't feel obligated to do that because I didn't just say it and not back it up, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, right, if I'm going to go spend money, I'm not going to blame somebody. Like, that's like me walking into a casino, right, and blaming the dealer because he gave me 22 in blackjack, right? You can't do that. Like, that's why a lot of dealers in casinos, when you ask them for advice, they aren't really allowed to give you advice, because if you lose or whatever based on what their advice was, they can complain then because they were just like, oh, they told me blah blah blah. And it's like, that's why they just stay out of it. That's why when you word it, when you say what should I do, and if they tell you hit and you bust, you won't really tell you anything. But if you ask them in a way where it's like, hey, what would you do? And they're like, if I was playing it, I would be hitting it. And then you hit it, and then it's like, it's framed a different way where it's not they are giving you what they would do, not what they're telling you to do, if that makes sense. And it's the same way with heroes, right? We can advise people, but if you aren't going to do your own analysis, that's not our problem. You know what I mean? And there's plenty of people that will do analysis. There's a lot of big brain people out there. Just wait for them to finish. right? Once they do it, then they can provide you with the support needed to make a decision, right? There's too much of the crying that I did this based on your video, and it's like, bro, and I'm not talking my videos, I'm just talking in general. It's just like, then go do your own testing. Simple, you know what I mean? Not that hard. Thoughts on Lerpa? I recently just started pushing her to 5-star because she seems to age better than Cyrus. So I can tell you right now that she's in most of our lineups. Take it with a grain of salt. One of the largest kingdoms in Age of Empires Mobile uses her. So I'd rather spend in a fixed attribute like research gems, etc. Heroes always change. Exactly, Nitro. Heroes are always there's gonna be a new season. Who is the hero season 5? Ari, I don't honestly know that one, but I can tell you that. Hold on. See if I can bring this up. This is why when people ask why I don't want to be a co-owner of a server, this is why I'm not going to. This is why I'm not going to. Because I can't do shit like this. If I let them co-own the server, if I become a co-owner of AOEM, I'd have to remove all this shit. So look at this. Boom. The best content that you're gonna find is not even in AOEM. So what was the question? Oh, so AOEM, the pinned comment in our server under AOEM chat is. So do y'all remember back when the server that we did a test server and there was a display glitch, right? So what a lot of people were showing was they were showing just this. But if you actually clicked on the hero, it showed the name of the hero. But it also showed other things as well. Okay. Some of these are going to look very familiar. These names, I want y'all to understand that. There are, in the official Discord, there are certain names that were found, right? These names are going to start looking very familiar as you start to flip through these images. Whoa, he's what? Oh, what? That name has been floated around, has been seen already. There are plenty. Wuzetian, guarantee you, is going to be coming. There are certain things that are going to be coming. Now, I will tell you this. Most of these heroes that you see right here are the meta heroes. Meta heroes. You heard me correctly. All the ones that you're spending on right now are going to dog shit. Anybody who plays in the CN version of the game aren't using Cyrus. Not in primary. Keep that in mind. That's what I'm telling you. Lubu is still being used as a primary. All the other ones are not. They're getting replaced by all of these. I will also tell you that some of these heroes, if you flip through, and this channel, this CN Leaks channel is very, very good. And huge kudos to the fam that's been supporting it. It's gonna show you a lot of animations that go along with these heroes. This is why I haven't been buying city skins and shit, because I just want shit like this, and that's it. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. You'll see some of the hero things that we were talking about. I don't think it's this one. Hold on. Oh wow, what? No way, an original skin. What? Oh no, it's original. That looks familiar. All right, hold on. Yeah, this is all available, but look. What profile is that? Oh, what is he doing? What's going on here? Oh, he teleported out. What the fuck? Just shit like this, fam. Like, this is why I keep it. I'm gonna keep my server the way I'm gonna keep my server, because at the end of the day, fam, this is the way that you are legitimately going to see. If people want to know what the content updates are gonna be, they're already out here. Look at this. Who are these heroes? Oh, that looks familiar. That looks familiar. There's a lot of familiarity coming here. That looks familiar. Oh, look, Justinian. There is also, you'll notice from a picture, hold on, let me see. You remember everyone was like, oh man, we need archer shit. Look, oh, we can launch a skill that hits across the fucking map. There's also actual shit. Oh, bro, it flew over the fucking mountain, bro. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at this shit. Look at the fucking dragon just flew his troops on the other side of the mountain. Can you imagine that, dude? All right. Hold on. Oh yeah, don't worry. It's gonna get worse, chat. It's gonna get much, like, if you think it's bad now. Ooh, daddy. Ooh, daddy. Hold on. Oh, is this the one? Yeah, look at that. Who does that look like? Who does that look like? Look at that. Here's your AoE. Look. People were wondering. Oh my God. It's archers. What? Even better. Look at the skill lock here. Hold on. Look at this guy. Bro, that's going to be nasty, dude. When you get a murder ball with that shit. Oh, hell no. Like I said, there's a ton of shit that's going to come in here. Look, it's running. Probably pops the animation. You can't run out. Use trapped. There you go. And then there's also the other thing. I'll see if I can find it. You can chain tribes. It's already a thing. They just refuse to copy it over. Not that one. Where's it at? Oh yeah, here it is. Look at it. Can y'all imagine that shit? Oh my God. Imagine Satesi loading in like fucking Iron Man, just coming in the middle of your shit. It's absolutely clapping cheeks in the middle of your shit. I forgot. There's one that shows them chaining barbs and shit. For those of y'all that want to know, this is what I was pulling up. What? What? Right, chat. Right, chat. Let's give him the sus, the Pepe, the cat sus eyes. What? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Fuck me. It's been 7 hours. Oh no. Old skin. What? Oh, this came out. Yeah, it's all there, chat. Like I said, we're continuously growing it and people are supporting the community. So apparently these got loaded in today and it was, what are these statues? So 4 unit types. So these are unit types. Let me give you a bed. Y'all want to say hi to Boba? And then unit types. Here it goes. Oh, bro, look at the flowing locks, bro. Dang. The flowing locks. That's funny. All right, fam. Yeah, but if y'all want to see all that kind of stuff, like I said, we try to keep it updated and putting new stuff in. Hop in the Discord. I'm not telling you that any of this is going to end up in game, but I can tell you this. If you look through this channel, I can almost guarantee you that there is a massive majority of it that is. Maybe not all of it, but a massive majority of it is. So take it with a grain of salt, make your own minds up. But I can tell you this right now, all the people that were in our Discord are not surprised by some of the fucking updates. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, good sir. All right, let me see. Marches. Oh, did y'all want to say hi to Boba? All right, let me see. Hold on. Let me say hi, Papa. Oh, I can take my headset off. I forgot. Boy, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. Oh, you're wet. Hi. Say hi. Bro, it's like he knows where the camera's at. Say hi. He looks traumatized every time. Oh, you smell good, Papa. You smell good. I'm gonna do a good job. Get down. Get down. Hey, get down. All right. Yeah, it's the mini boba. All right, let me see. Oh, I'm not popping those yet. Let me see. Oh, I want that on the treasure hunt tile. Oh, dude, that would be nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Rip, we're gonna get milked. Yeah, gonna be happening. Kurt, welcome, Kurt. How you doing today, bud? Having a good one? So we have Flabby Dragon. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. Oh, I guess I can show y'all before we, cause we'll have one at one UTC. So give me 1 second. People want to keep seeing our shit. Oh, Papa, go back to your bed. All right, chat. I think he needs to go to the restroom. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll leave you on the rankings real quick. All right, I'll leave you here for a second. Give me a second. Goodbye. Lay down. Go. All right, we're back. We're back. Good boy. My hair's all jacked up now. All jacked up on Mountain Dew. All right, so there are the alliance powers. Here's the merits. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Power. Not gonna lie to you, chat. Not gonna lie to you. Losing to S13 might have been the most dangerous thing that could have happened to 42. I think it caused an absolute boom, which is wild, right? There's some kingdoms that will lose and just instantly fold. And then there are some kingdoms when you do stuff like this, like in other games, that will motivate the shit out of them. And then they will go from being here to being here, right? That's what happened, right? We went in against 13 with 900 mil players, right? That was an increase of, was it 9 or 10? It was an increase of 4 or 500 mil players, and that one prep week, right? We have now increased it again, and we are now about to hit 15 players at 100 million. So in the course of a little over a week and a half, we've tripled our 100 mil players. We've tripled our 100 mil players, and we've drastically increased our 140 players. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire, and that's just the start. Like it's like you know, the kick in the ass that sometimes you need. That's what it turned into. It's just absolute bananas, absolute banana hammocks out here, boys. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Outside of that, what else did I push on the account? On the account, I pushed Lubu. So Lubu already had 40. We pushed the ring a couple of levels, but I did 80 out the rest of the gear on Tamir. And then Attila, I'm gonna start working on him. I just don't have the stuff for him right now. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have it. So we'll start working hopefully in the next week or two, and I'll get these to 80 or at least to 70, and we'll start progressing those. What's the other thing that we did? Her, I'm trying to get to 120, and then we'll start slowly leveling her up. And then Cyrus will probably be the one right after her. I'm working on her more because it's Cyrus, so we'll see. That, and I know that she's going to be a good combo for a bunch of variety of marches, which is the reason why in the combinations, which is the reason why I'm working on her. See, I don't think we're going to get her. And no, I'm not going to use. Hold on. Damn, dude, we're going to be so close. All right. Well, hopefully we can get her there. We can get her there. All right. Why is this not hit 40 yet, bro? Dang it, man. Dang it. I think it's only when it gets to 120, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Cyrus. Let me see. And then I'll start working on him. He's already caught up, but I haven't been starting him out. So we'll figure it out. I just don't have good pikes to really go with him, so we'll see. Like the Boudica's weaker. Mansa might, you know what I mean? But we'll have to see. Boudica is definitely going to be one that I'm going to be working on when the season 2 hero stuff gets re-released. I'm going to start working on her again. Then Attila, I'm already working on. It's just slower because it's that 299 thing per week. And it's going to take a hot second. But he's almost 3, and then we'll work our way there. I'll probably save the universals up and then slowly start using them in Cyrus if I'm going to use them. If not, then I'm going to hold them off. Where's he at? Y'all get it. I don't even know how many I have. I don't think I have very many universals anyway, so that's why I'm kind of like, I want him, don't get me wrong. But if launching 29 is going to make him any better, then I would, but it's not going to. So I save it just in case. By the time I have enough, there's a new meta, then I don't need to worry about old metas. Points. I don't know how we're doing on points right now. I know a lot of people care about that, so I'm 99 right now. There's Alliance. So we'll have that. Oh, you'll usually want to see rankings per personal. There's personal. Let's do total. Shannara. It's a lot of blue. It's a lot of blue. All right, boys. Let me see. We can look real quick at 12. Here is 12's rankings. And after that, then we'll probably call it a stream, fam. Probably call it a stream. If y'all are enjoying it, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the stream out with a friend if you think they'll enjoy it as well. We'd love to welcome them to our amazing community. And we truly wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank y'all again in advance for all the love and support. We were looking at doing like a 1 UTC for 64. And then we'll have our 11 UTC fight with 42. And then 19, I believe we're going to be doing server 9 versus 27. So hopefully that's a good one. We'll go from there. All right. But here are the powers for server 12. Merits. Merits. That's what we got so far. Oh, Lord. All right, cool. That's what 12 looks like. So hopefully y'all are enjoying all the content. Had a nice Battle of Dawn match happen earlier. Updated the account a little bit. Pushed a couple of tech. Actually, did we finish the tech? Hold on, let me make sure before I end the stream. I think I started the tech. We started. Okay, cool. Oh, look. Can we speed this up? Oh, we can. We can, big bar. Time is money, boys. Time is money. I always like having 100. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. There you go. Oh, there you go. And we're back. And we're back. All right. All right, fam. Hey. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can see some of y'all later on today. 1 UTC probably be, I think, around, I don't know if they're gonna do, I'll ask Steve and see if they're gonna do any pre-IC fights. If not, what I'll probably do is launch like an hour before the 1 UTC time slot. So pretty much around reset, launching a stream for that 1 UTC fight. Hopefully it's a good one for y'all. Y'all are enjoying all the content. If you are, do me a huge favor. Smash the like button on the stream. If you're enjoying all the other content, make sure to leave us comments and like those videos and live streams as well. Lets us know and helps us out with that YouTube algorithm. Keep your eyes out. If you haven't hopped on our Discord, hop on the Discord. There are going to be a ton of announcements coming in the next couple of weeks. And I'm excited for it, man. It's going to be a lot of bangers coming through. And hopefully y'all are coming along for the ride as a part of our amazing community. Thank you again, Burrito Gang. I can't say it enough. We wouldn't be here without y'all. So much love to y'all. Thank you again. We'll see y'all closer to reset for some MEE fights. Look forward to seeing y'all then. If not, see you on the Discord. Y'all have a good one. Bye.